I 30F love my husband, 35M, but I feel like I'm just existing, not living, and now I've started drinking to cope. I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but here I am. Throwaway because I don't want my husband to see this. I feel so alone, and I don't know what to do anymore. I love my husband. He's kind, responsible, and always puts our family first. We've been together for nearly 10 years, and on paper, everything looks perfect. But deep down, I feel like I'm suffocating, like I'm just existing in this marriage, not truly living. When we first got married, everything felt new and exciting. He was affectionate, attentive, and always eager to make me happy. But over the years, things have changed. I've tried to talk to him about it, but it's like he doesn't hear me. Or worse, he hears me, acknowledges it, and then forgets the next day. I do almost everything at home. He works long hours, and I understand that, but the mental load is exhausting. I remind him to do the simplest things, and even then, they don't get done. I feel like I'm managing our lives alone, and it's not just the chores. I have to remind him about my birthday, our anniversary, even what foods I like. It's like I'm invisible unless I'm doing something for him. And then there's the intimacy, or the lack of it. I can't remember the last time I actually wanted to have sex with him. It's not that I don't enjoy sex, I do, but not with him. The passion is gone. I've told him what I need, explained what turns me on, but it's always the same routine, and it's never about me. I don't feel desired. I don't feel loved in the way I need to be loved. At some point, I started drinking. Not a lot at first, just a glass of wine here and there in the evenings, just to relax. But then one glass turned into two turned into three. Now I find myself reaching for a drink just to numb the loneliness. I don't get drunk, not really. I just soften the edges, make the nights feel a little less empty. The worst part? I've started fantasizing about being alone, not about someone else, just being by myself. I imagine waking up in my own space without the weight of this relationship pressing down on me. And I feel guilty for even thinking about it, because he's not a bad person. He's not abusive. He's not cruel. But I feel so lonely, even when he's right next to me. I know I need therapy. I know we need therapy. But what if even that doesn't fix this? What if I'm just falling out of love? What if I've already fallen? I don't know what to do anymore. If anyone has ever felt like this, what did you do? Should I 22F stop fooling myself and cut ties with him 25M for good? Hey, I hope whoever is reading this is having a good day. I don't know what to do anymore, and I feel like I'm going crazy. I need an outsider's perspective because my mind is just looping the same thoughts over and over again. I was in a relationship for almost 2 years. It wasn't perfect, but I really thought we were solid. I trusted him. I believed in us. But now I don't even know if I ever really knew him at all. When we first got together, I knew he had feelings for someone else before me. Let's call her Emily. He told me it was nothing, that they were just friends now, that it was in the past. And honestly, I believed him. I mean, I also have friendships with people I used to like, and it's never been a problem. But something about Emily always made me uneasy. Maybe it was the way he talked about her, or how quickly he dismissed my feelings whenever I brought her up. For a long time, I ignored my gut feelings. I didn't want to be that girlfriend, the insecure, paranoid one, and I thought I was doing well. I convinced myself that I was overreacting. But then a month ago, he ended things. He told me he was struggling with depression, that he couldn't be the boyfriend I needed, that he needed time alone. I was devastated, but I didn't fight it. I wanted to respect his feelings, even if they hurt me. We had no contact for a while, and then, out of nowhere, he reached out again. He told me he missed me, that he still loved me, that maybe we could let things flow and see where we ended up. And stupidly, I said yes, but something felt different. Office. He was sweet, but there was this underlying feeling that he wasn't telling me the whole truth. The way he avoided certain topics, the vague answers, the deflections. My gut feeling came back stronger than ever. And then I did something I'm not proud of. I went through his phone. I know it was wrong. I know I shouldn't have done it. But I was drowning in doubt, and I just needed to know. And what I found shattered me. He had never truly let go of Emily. He told a friend that he had left the door slightly open for her, and the only reason he stopped was because she kissed someone else. He literally said that if she had flirted with him, he wouldn't have stopped it, only because she rejected him in the past, not because he actually wanted to stay loyal to me. And that's not even the worst part. When we were in our talking stage just a month before we made it official, he still had feelings for her. And now, looking back at the 2 years we spent together, I feel sick. Was I just a backup plan? Did he ever love me? Or was I just the easier, more convenient choice? The pain of knowing this is unbearable. I opened up to him so many times about how insecure Emily made me feel. And yet, she's the one he was willing to risk it all for. They've hung out alone multiple times. And now I keep wondering, were those really just friendly meetups? Or was something more going on that he never told me about? And the worst part? Even after all this, even after knowing everything, I still love him. I still want him. And I hate myself for it. He's been treating me so sweetly these past few days, telling me beautiful things, acting like he truly cares. But how can I believe him now? How can I trust a single word he says? He even admitted that his biggest flaw is that he's not honest with me. I feel pathetic for still holding on. I don't think I want to be with anyone else right now, but I also don't think I can keep living with these doubts eating me alive. So please, someone tell me, should I just walk away for good? Should I finally stop fooling myself and cut him out of my life completely? I-24F had a weird dream about my boyfriend's 25M best friend. Should I tell him? I don't even know why I'm writing this, but I feel so guilty, and I just need someone to tell me if I'm overreacting. To start off, I love my boyfriend. He's my favorite person in the world. I've never cheated, never even thought about another guy since we got together. But there's this one person who's been making things complicated for me in a way I never expected. Let's call him Jake. He's my boyfriend's best friend, and he's weird with me. Not in an openly flirty way, but in a way that makes me uncomfortable. He touches my arm when he talks to me, stands way too close, and sometimes even makes comments that feel just a little too personal, like, if you weren't dating him, I'd totally go for you. He laughs after he says things like that, so I tell myself it's just a joke. But is it? I've told my boyfriend about it. He doesn't seem too worried, says Jake is just like that with everyone, that he doesn't mean anything by it, but it still makes me uneasy. And now I just had the weirdest dream. I get anxiety dreams all the time, so at first it felt like just another one of those. In the dream, I was back in college, running late for a huge exam, and somehow my entire family was watching me, criticizing my every move. But here's where it got strange. My boyfriend was in the dream too, except it wasn't my boyfriend. It was Jake, and I didn't even realize it until I woke up. I feel disgusting. I feel like I did something wrong, even though I know I can't control my dreams. But what if this means something? What if deep down my subconscious is trying to tell me something I don't want to admit? Should I tell my boyfriend? Would he think less of me if he knew? Or is this just a completely random thing I should ignore? I don't want to make a big deal out of nothing, but I also don't want to keep anything from him. I feel like the worst girlfriend ever. Please be honest. Should I tell him or just let it go? Do you believe they made the right choice? Let me know in the comments. Like if you enjoyed the stories. Subscribe for more real-life confessions. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update.